Сейчас, запись. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alexander. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Russia, but I currently live in Egypt. And today I have invited you all to participate in this new meeting. I have titled it Telling Stories with Alex, with me. Сейчас я тогда на русском объясню еще раз правила. То есть что мы сделаем? У меня есть начало истории, которая, я надеюсь, будет достаточно, так скажем, интересным и интригующим. Это, конечно, на мой взгляд, я надеюсь, хотя бы кому-то из вас оно также понравится. Что я делаю? Я вас разделяю на какое-то количество групп по примерно 3, может быть, 4 человека. В своих группах я вам даю времени примерно, я думаю, не более получаса, минут 20-30. Я буду тоже по группам прыгать, смотреть, на каком вы этапе, да, и, к примеру, исходя из этого, принимать решение насчет времени. Примерно я дам вам минут 20-30. Что я ожидаю от вас в ваших небольших группах по 3-4 человека? Что вы, отталкиваясь от того начала истории, совершенно вымышленная, глупая, мифическая история, не привязанная ни к каким конкретным людям, вы увидите. И вы продолжите ее как угодно, в любом направлении. То есть на самом деле, чем она будет более crazy и funny, то есть тем это будет интереснее. Но ваша задача вот за это время прийти хотя бы к какому-то логическому завершению. То есть не просто, что вы где-то на полпути оборвались, а что вот есть какое-то начало, развитие, и какая-то концовка. То есть попробуйте на полчаса побыть как screenwriterами, да, как вот сценаристами, в общем, да, авторами сюжета. Пусть это будет какая-то история, хоть и сказка, неважно что, да. Опять-таки, говорится, полностью ваша фантазия, воображение, вас ничто не ограничивает. То есть в рамках приличия, конечно же, да, я думаю, это даже не стоит и говорить. Дальше, я вас возвращаю в ваши группы. В смысле, в нашу большую группу. И перед тем, очень важный момент. Перед тем, как вы вернетесь, я вам дам знать примерно, может, за 2-3 минуты, вам нужно будет выбрать кого-то одного. Кто-то один из вашей группы, пусть это будет, не знаю, капитан, или наиболее уверенный, или просто кого вы делегируете. И этот один человек из каждой группы должен быть здесь всем рассказать эту вашу историю. Поэтому, если вам, смотрите, удобно, может быть, попробуйте как-то запишите себе на листочек бумаги или вот прямо здесь в чате, или как-то еще, чтобы вам было удобно. Или, может быть, вы по памяти сможете ее все рассказать. И затем вот каждый представитель каждой группы эту историю рассказывает. Здесь на английском, естественно. Да, я сейчас хоть и говорю на русском, но, конечно же, мы тут для того, чтобы отрабатывать наши умения английского. У нас сейчас, получается, 15 человек. Я думаю, я сделаю 5 групп. То есть это будет 5 групп по 3 человека. То есть в конце я ожидаю от вас, что 5 человек выступят. И мы, я думаю, каким-то образом, еще не знаю как, но мы как-то, может быть, выберем, чья история больше всего понравилась. Это все опять-таки... Притом, это не обязательно та история, которая она более красива с точки зрения английского или каких-то там оборотов словесных. Нет, это та история, которая, может быть, была более смешная. Или по совокупности всех факторов. В общем, увидим, посмотрим. Как я вам и сказал, это формат для меня также новый. Мне интересно посмотреть, что из этого получится. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Эта фраза как make sense, то есть вы все поняли. Для вас все понятно? Да, я буду между вот этими небольшими группами, скажем так, перемещаться, и насколько это будет востребовано и необходимо, и возможно с моей стороны, помогать вам, может быть, какие-то слова выражения или какие-то обороты, то есть насколько я это смогу. Чисто помощь именно с английским, не с историей, а именно с английским, потому что история — это всё полностью ваша фантазия и ответственность. Какие-то вопросы есть? Всё
Пробуем.
хорошо? Да? Да? Всё. То есть да, самое главное, если у вас вдруг что-то непонятно или вопросы, то вы сейчас, конечно, дайте мне об этом знать. Еще момент, о котором я не могу это предвидеть, потому что это невозможно, что, возможно, кто-то из вас, кому-то из вас сложнее с английским, очень начальный, допустим, уровень. И если так получится, что группы разбиваются произвольным образом, и если уж так получится, что где-то у кого-то в группе будет немножко ниже уровень, кому-то будет сложнее, тут уж вы нас простите, я ничего с этим не могу сделать. Но, опять-таки, я буду ходить по группам и помогать, насколько это смогу. В любом случае, самое главное — это ваша фантазия, просто желание хоть бы как-то историю обрисовать. В общем, на этом я свой монолог заканчиваю. Okay. Now I'm gonna split you up into, like I said, так, вот еще нас один человек
But
просит, я не знаю,
stories.
мы пустим ее, нет? I'm gonna create 5 groups, 5 random groups, and yeah, I hope. Да, вот я копирую в чат, и сейчас в чате вам будет все видно. И я сейчас все это как раз вам прочитаю как заодно. То есть история следующая. Your plane has crashed on a desert island. То есть ваш самолет потерпел крушение на необитаемом острове. You are the only survivor. То есть вы единственный выживший. Miraculously, you have no injuries. То есть каким-то чудным образом у вас нет никаких ни травм, ни повреждений. All you have is your pair of shoes and clothes and on you, то есть на вас. And a mobile phone with no reception. То есть все, что у вас есть, ваша пара обуви, одежда, на которой на вас, и мобильный телефон with no reception, то есть, нет покрытия, то есть он, нет связи, в общем. You set out to explore the island. Ну и вы, в общем, отправляетесь, чтобы исследовать остров. С какой целью? Найти воду, жилье, еду, не знаю. Это уже ваша фантазия. Okay? All right, so now I'm gonna split you up into 5 groups, and please work in your groups for 20, 25, 30 minutes. All right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we have 4 groups of 3 and 1 group of 4. You should have a pop-up window on your screen. Press yes, and you have your time. Take your time wisely and slowly. All right, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad you have made it back. So you know what's now gonna happen. Now I need one representative of each group. I think I'm gonna have like 5 people telling your stories. I don't have any particular order, so I guess you're gonna have to volunteer. So do I have a volunteer who will tell the story? Who will be the first one to tell your story, guys? Guys, come on, we don't.
I can be first.
Alex,
I can.
Olga.
Olga, I can.
Olga,
Okay, Olga. Yeah. Okay, Olga, go ahead. We're all listening to you. So, Olga, you were could you please name your team, name your crew? You and also
Number 4. Name of my team members.
Yeah.
It was Tiana and Marina.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Olga. We're listening.
Okay, it was terrible day for our hero. I will say name this hero Alex, for example, like you. Okay.
All right.
Okay, it was terrible day for Alex. She was frustrated, and after this crashed his boat, he just go around this island. And thought about all this day, thought about his future, like he would like to drink and eat, and all the situation was new for this man. And suddenly she saw monkey. She ran into this monkey suddenly, but in this moment he noticed that this monkey was has big problem with its paw. Its paw was broken, and Alex helped this monkey, bandaged its paw and fixed its paw with a small stick, and put this monkey on his shoulders. From this moment, they started to live together, in this island. They found a small cave and spent their nights in this cave. Day by day, we live together, but one night, big animal came to the cave, and one they helped. This monkey helped Alex. Monkey fire, get fire, and started to show this fire for big animals, and these animals ran away, and it was happy end for this day. But it's not the biggest problem on this island. One day, they faced with local people. It was strange people, and they didn't understand Alex. They grabbed Alex and push him to the village. The village was on the higher tree. They can climb a tree very fast, and they threw Alex on the floor. It was a building on very high. All day Alex was lying on this in this house, maybe, and in the end of the day, Alex noticed his monkey. This monkey broken rope on his leg and his head, and nobody was around, and they can run away from this village. It was a happy story for them, because it was very lucky day for them, because after that they noticed helicopter in the sky, and this helicopter took them and bring to the to the city, and they started a new life in the city. It was a happy life for Alex, and very interesting life for monkey, because monkey started to be famous. Alex created Instagram account for this monkey, and created a lot of money. Also, Alex wrote a book about the story, and this book was very popular between people and children. That's all.
All right, Olga, thank you. I think we can make a movie based on your story. Thank you. I mean, speaking of imagination, yeah, just so many twists and turns. Thank you. All right, who would like to be next? Alex, maybe you, because I think you wanted to be one of the first ones.
Yeah, sure.
Ready? Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you how it all started. When I opened my eyes, I decided to find where aliens who crash our plane. I go around an island and find several native people, aborigines, who decide to help us with our enemies. Thanks to my knowledge, I built a nuclear reactor from my phone and shoes to recharge an balloon which was built by my new friends. Afterward, we came to fly up into the sky and find aliens ship. When we broke through into the ship, we saw what aliens has two shapes, as a human and as an insects. We can warn where with help bow and energy row, which was made from shoelace. We catch their weapon and ship and fly to their planet. We established a new government and began to rule on this planet.
Wow, nice. I think you guys like watching science fiction movies about space and space travel, right?
It's a great thing, our group, Stepan, give us this idea. Thank him.
Okay, so it was you, Stepan, and
Konstantin, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Okay, it's interesting how we actually have like some groups are like male only, like you. I mean, only guys, and I think we have one or two groups with only ladies. So it's interesting to kind of observe how you think. All right, Alex, thank you. Who would like to be the next one? Come on, guys. You
Alicia,
I
would
can
you
next.
like to present
I can next.
our story?
Yelena.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Yelena.
Okay, I look around and saw palm tree, and I climb on top of tree. Then I started screaming for help, but nobody helped me, and I was sad. I started to think what do next. Then I saw coconut and I tried to drop coconut down, but instead of coconut, I fall down. When I fell down, I felt hungry, and I saw white rabbit and a white pigeon, and they chatting and discuss about lawn with a lot of exotic fruits and vegetables. I ran to this lawn and I was shocked. I decided to stay here because I saw a paradise. Then I saw a plane in the sky and hinted under a tree. Nobody can find me here.
Interesting. All right, Yelena, thank you. And
Thank you.
Linar, Yelena, and who else was in your group? Could you remind me? Alicia.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Thank you, guys. And I think we have two more stories to listen to, right?
I can continue, Alex.
Yulia, go ahead.
Yeah.
We're listening to you.
Our team was very small. Just only I and Yelena created this small story. So it would be short.
All right, go ahead.
So yeah, at first time I have some relax because after crash you need to lay on the sand and maybe a little bit to swim. So just only after to explore the island to find drinking and drinking water, of course, and maybe people. And during my walk on the island, so I said cheerfully, "Thanks to God, I'm alone. I didn't find anybody." But fortunately, I found water and some plants and some materials for building a simple house. So now I had got a chance to create a novel, which I dreamed before a lot, which I had dreamed before a lot. And noisy people would not bother me. Now I have a time. After a few days, big ship docked to my beach, and I was so unhappy. I was the happiest person in the world. That's all.
So wait, you said a big ship just went into the harbor and docked into your on the beach.
Yeah, but
and you said okay, maybe like to the beach. All right. I mean, you said you were unhappy or happy. I didn't get that.
Unhappy.
Unhappy.
Yes,
I see.
noisy. Yes, the most unhappy person because noisy people would bother me again.
Yulia, you sound like a real introvert.
Yeah, we thought the same. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Yulia, thank you. And I think one more group to tell their story.
We can introduce our story.
Okay, Alisa, go ahead.
Tom, our character is Tom. He is 33 and he is a dancer. Now he is scared because he heard scary, strange sounds. It was Indians near campfire and they are dancing their ritual dances. He starts to dance, to speak the same language with the strangers, but nobody don't understand his English language. He set out to explore island through the language of dance. One beautiful girl comes to him and asks in good English, "Where are you from?" Tom understands he lost his memory, and so he can't answer that he is from a neighbor village. The girl offers him to try a fruit and drink that smell awful. Our Tom drinks this juice and his memory recovers. Suddenly he realizes he likes this girl. He began understand her speech. She explains him that last night she saw an airplane that crashed and fall down near the Dragon Mountains, and when she ran there, she saw that happened, and she found the phone with reception. He remembered how he found himself at the plane, but now he felt that he fell in love with the girl. He decided to drop the phone to the water, and she decided to stay on the island to be with her without last world, last life, and previous world, previous life, and to be with her.
And that was like a happy end. Yeah, they lived happily ever after. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Alisa, thank you. And you were in the group with whom? Remind me, please. Oh, your mic, your microphone. We can't hear you. Alisa? Yeah.
I were with Lenar and Svetlana. They are my colleagues in script to write script.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your participation. I mean, it's interesting to like just observing, just watching you creating these stories, like the path that you followed. Like some of you went into like spaceships and aliens. Some of you explored the idea of like maybe finding some true love. Some of you like explored this idea of like helping and rescuing each other, like with this monkey. And I think Yelena told the story about finding some kind of a paradise on this island. And Yulia and her teammates teammate, I should say, they went into this idea that it's actually beautiful to be alone on the island, and don't bother me, I'm cool. Cool, guys. All right, so what I'm gonna do, as soon as the school posts this video on YouTube, I will post so story number 1 about this, story number 2 about this, number 3 or 4 or 5, and what I will do, I will suggest to everyone that you guys just maybe like vote which story you liked the best, because I honestly I don't want to choose like the best. Plus I liked all of your stories, so I don't feel like choosing like, hey, this story is better, this story is I really want to say thank you to you all, and when it gets posted on YouTube, we may try and choose not the best one, but the story that maybe we like the most, in your opinion. Don't vote for your own story though. That would be unfair. Okay, guys, so we have like a few minutes left. If you have any like suggestions, something that you would like to maybe change, fix, because again, this is the first time I'm doing this. Maybe you feel like something should have been done differently. Anyway, any feedback, any suggestions, I would appreciate before we wrap up in a couple of minutes.
I think yes, sorry.
Okay, it was very interesting, and it was a surprise for me that everybody really went absolutely different ways, and the story
Yeah.
was so different. I was afraid that it will be more or less the same in each
Oh,
group.
no.
So it's really a surprise for me.
This is not chat GPT. These are real. These are real people. Real
Yes.
people make up funny stories.
I thought real people are more similar.
No.
But
I
it's
think
really differ, yes,
Mhm.
speaking club. It's really differ because it's not a format for all. If speaking club is format is event for everybody, yes, with level English from A1, for example. This format, it's not only you should speak English, but you should have a creative brain, yes, to imagine any story and so on. And it's really more complicated. So it's really English speaking club. I prefer story much better because I don't want to think, just create any stories and so on. So, but it's interesting. Really.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying. I mean, regarding the English, yes, I like I told you in the description, which was posted in the on the website. Yeah, the required level is a little bit higher, not like A1, but maybe A2. But still, I mean, even people with the very elementary level are welcome, and they can participate, and they can contribute. Now, regarding the, all this creativity and imagination, I think all of us have some level of imagination. Plus, it's not an individual type of work. You work as a team, and, after all, at the end of the day, we're not competing for some kind of a prize or anything. We're just, trying to have fun, and, and the most important, why I kind of like this format, because I believe, I'm a big believer in storytelling. Not just story creation, but telling the story like, hey, tell me what happened like yesterday. And you just start telling this happened, and then this happened, then this happened. And I believe this is probably like one of the best ways to practice and improve your English. So I'm a big believer in that. And yeah, so that's basically my opinion. Anyone else wanted to share any thoughts?
Yes, I want share with my opinion about techniques. We decided, and Svetlana offered us to use sentence to sentence. Every person, every member of group, gives
Great,
his own sentence, and it goes more faster.
Yes. I totally agree. I haven't really thought about this, but great idea. I agree. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. It was funny. Thank you.
Thank you for participation. I did not expect to see this many people. And my final note would be, actually, guys, I don't know if you know, I mean, aware of this, but the expression to tell stories actually has two completely opposite meanings. One is obviously to create a story like you have just done, but the other one is quite opposite. Like let's just say you have done something, maybe a person has done something inappropriate, and that person is trying to to find an excuse, maybe to kind of to tell a lie, or just to lie to me, to kind of because he or she has done something bad. And what I can say about this is that, like, you see, he's lying, he's telling stories. Telling stories is actually means like lying. То есть по-нашему это типа сказки рассказывать. Вот буквально вот так. То есть это буквально означает что-то, не прям врать, как вот прям в наглую врать, что-то обманывать, но это что-то выдумывать, что-то придумывать, чтобы себя оправдать или как-то вывести себя на какую-то, в смысле, как-то вылезти из этой ситуации сложной. So yeah, telling stories also means lying, yeah.
Alex, do you know idiom like
an idiom?
Idiom like сказки рассказывать in English?
Again, I would use the expression telling stories, but probably no. I need to look it up. The idiom I probably don't know. But again, like I said, you can use this expression, which quite literally means, сказки тут мне рассказываешь. You're telling stories. I see, yeah, you're telling stories. Yeah, sure, you're telling stories. То есть сказки тут мне рассказываешь. Yeah, so you can use this expression. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for coming to this, coming on this meeting, this event. I think we're gonna do it again next Saturday, the same time, if nothing, changes or goes wrong. But that's it for now. Thank you, and see you next time.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.